This is despicable.
No rest for the wicked.
I can now open the box.
Freeman shall prevail.
I really don't know if I should read this.
Fear no evil. We do the Lord's work.
Return later. So Harriet Jones became the original carrier when Edgar gave her vampire blood. I must tell Elizabeth.
Steady! He's dead! We have to stop him! Over there! There's one of them vermin! My vermin!
What good fortune brings you back to me, Jonathan?
I'm afraid it's bad news, Elizabeth. The worst, actually.
Please, speak up.
Edgar is no longer in McCullum's grasp. I resolved that matter.
Where is our good friend now? Is he well?
Of a sort. His injuries were mortal. I had no choice but to make him one of us. To save him. Or to punish him.
To punish him? I fail to understand. And what is the source of this cold tone in your voice?
Edgar Swansea was responsible for the Skal epidemic, Elizabeth. It was he who unleashed the deadly scourge upon London.
What? Are you certain? This is the most terrible accusation of all.
He confessed everything to me. He sought to cure the disease, to exploit vampire blood to stop the epidemic. But he unwittingly gave birth to a catastrophe.
All those poor victims. How could he do it? What happened?
Edgar's behavior was beyond lunacy. He had neither the discipline, knowledge, nor the proper facilities to conduct blood experiments.
I must say I'm shocked, Jonathan. Who would have thought it? And the poor patient. Let me guess. It was Harriet Jones, was it not?
Yes. That explains how Doris Fletcher was infected, and how she became an Icor. She secretly visited her mother at Pembroke.
Then we have no choice. We must act quickly, Jonathan. We must return to the sewers and put an end to the threat poor Harriet embodies.
I have one more matter to discuss with you. Harriet Jones was the primary case, but... do you know what a healthy carrier is?
There is a tone in your voice that frightens me, Jonathan. What are you trying to say?
It was your blood Edgar used for his experiment on Harriet Jones.
What? No. No. This can't be. Oh.
Elizabeth, are you all right?
No, I have to go.
What do you mean?
Leave me alone. Save the city, Jonathan. Save what can be saved.
Elizabeth, I need answers. Why did your blood
Stay
cause
away
this?
from me. Please. I swear I never was your enemy.
Wait! No! Elizabeth! Now would be a good time to blend the recipe Marshall used when he fought the disaster. I think I know where to find what I need. I cannot use garlic, but there may be a substitute in the Pembroke Hospital drug storage.
You're mine, Vampyr! I'm safe here.
It's locked, all right.
This is no place for you, sir. Remember your vows, friends. bloody leeches need killing. I'll tell you!
It's locked. It's locked, all right.
Easy does it, boys. We'll crush. Back, demon. Back. The beat. Lord, give us. Die, Fanny! Fuck, he's fast! He's too fucking fast! Over there! There's one of them vermin!
There it is. Insulin. Much more efficient than garlic against blood poisoning and sepsis, and much less dangerous for me. Thank you, Dr. Polescu. If McCullum really drank the blood of King Arthur, then I may have found another vital ingredient for my recipe.
This is not the place for you, sir. Over there! Dirty monster! You're mine, vermin! You! Get back in the grave!
Good evening, vampire hunter.
Are you here to end me, Leech? You'll find I will not be killed easily.
Not at all, McCullum. I am here because I need you.
Really? I'm intrigued. Speak up, then.
I need the blood of a king. The blood of Arthur. I'm certain you possess it, and I must have it.
The Guard's most sacred and precious relic. Why would you? You found Marshall's memoirs. I should have destroyed that book.
I need the antidote to save this city, McCullum.
It is within me to take your words as truth. I want to, but I must know more. What precisely are your plans?
A creature called a disaster is about to be unleashed. It falls upon me, as once it did Marshall, to stop it before the whole country is ravaged.
I should have destroyed that book. And yet, I wish I could join this battle alongside you. But this crusade is not mine to fight.
Do you not understand? We wanted the same thing from the outset. A means to end this vampire epidemic.
Not enemies. Maybe that is so. Take it then. I see no other hope for this city. If this is some trick, you will be damned, Dr. Reed.
Thank you.
Indeed.
Why are you here?
The man who raised me after the brutal murder of my parents. He's buried here.
Were both your parents killed by vampires?
Yes. And yet worse. My father returned to Dublin a vampire and tore out my mother's throat.
And who was this man?
Carl Eldritch. One-time leader of Prewin. He killed my father in front of me. Helped me hunt my brother Ain after teaching me how to kill leeches.
What will the Guard of Prewin do now? Will you stop the Great Hunt?
Yes. But we shall continue to protect innocents from beasts like you and your red-headed friend.
Like me?
I am indebted to you for sparing me at Pembroke. But this won't always be the case. I'm no coward like those St. Paul's Stoll brothers.
How long have you known Lady Ashbury? Where is she? And what will you do to her?
We saw you meeting her, so of course we investigated. But she is gone. Our scouts reported she has sold some paintings and departed for an unknown destination.
Adieu, vampire hunter.
Until we meet again, blood drinker.
I should leave.
Good evening, Mr. Kimura.
Good evening.
Have you heard of Aloysius Dawson?
In his last hours, the man spent most of his money improving healthcare in the city. Now that's generosity.
Do you need med...
Don't believe that I'm the kind of man with a fragile
There is no need to be ashamed.
Yes.
Goodbye. Whose blood could be... Good evening, old chap.
I won't lie to you, Johnny.
Have you any news about Aloysius Dawson?
I was hoping he would finance my research. But I heard he's given all his money to the sick and poor.
Do you need medic...
It's a little late for...
What can I say?
I hope we're talking about the same habits, old friend.
You need some rest. Hello, Venus.
Hello, John. At least you survived the Great War. What do you need?
Have you any recent news of Aloysius Dawson?
The old goat gave all his money to the poor. I wish he'd thought about sending some to his closest neighbors.
Did Clarence recently show you documents that prove the existence of vampires?
Yes, he did. And he also told me you spent a few nights gathering research for him. Seriously, Jonathan. Why feed his obsession like that?
He's my friend. I thought it might help him rest, instead of going outside at night. Tell me, what are your thoughts about vampires?
Gibberish and poppycock. Dracula was a good book, but these documents were just mumbo-jumbo. I burnt them all as soon as Clarence went outside again.
Do you need my medic?
It would appear that old habits...
And I'm happy to give it to you, as always.
Thank you, Jonathan.
Goodbye for now.
You know that you are always welcome here. You cannot forget his name.
Good evening.
And good.
What is your opinion?
It seems the old sod gave all his fortune to the...
Goodbye, Charlotte.
She's been quite busy these last...
What should I eat tonight? Good.
Do you need med...
You would save my life, Doc.
Don't worry.
I cannot imagine the pain these people must...
I'm...
Don't you know better? Your prey is mine now! Gotcha! You're feeble!
Dr. Rick.
Do you need medical? You'll quickly feel better.
Thank you.
Goodbye, Detective Inspector.
Goodbye.
Good evening.
You know you can go.
Do you need...
Oh, yes, I feel.
I'm just...
Perhaps. It's always. Dr. Reed, I am glad to see you again.
Good evening. Do you need...
I'm afraid.
I don't...
Says that.
Goodbye, Mr. Good evening. Have you any
I've heard he's dead.
You knew Aloysius's...
Yes. I think we were even together in the Gemini Club for a time.
Goodbye, Mr. Baker.
Hello.
Have you any
I try not to listen to gossip or rumor.
Do you need...
Indeed.
You have nothing to be... What
Sounds so
Goodbye for now, Mr. Baker. Hello again.
Jonathan, back...
Do you need my...
Oh, you know I always refuse to let you...
I think you should take this.
I'm not sure.
Goodbye, Mother.
Goodbye. Mary? Oh, my dear daughter. How are you tonight? How is your
Your good friend, Mr. Crosby, returns from the wars.
Whether you want to buy something or not, I am happy to help.
Women die too in this war!
It's always...
Good evening, Miss.
Dr. Reed. Oh, thank God you returned safely from these awful streets. I was so worried about my father that I left without thanking you properly.
Please don't mention it, Miss.
Good. I found him, you know. My dad. Or what was left of him. I think my abductor intended to do the same thing to me.
Goodbye.
These leaflets were telling the truth all along. Nobody takes them seriously.
Sir, you are not welcome.
I'm still persona non grata in the Ascot.
Gotcha!
If I want to speak with Lord Redgrave, I'll have to improvise.
Your prey's mine now! Stupid newborn!
Good evening, Lord Redgrave.
What are you doing here, traitor? I shall smite you for this audacity.
I'm not here to bicker, Lord Redgrave. I can put an end to this epidemic, but I need your assistance to do so.
Good. We've held out thus far, but the time has come to put an end to this crisis. Tell me, what do you need?
The blood of William Marshall.
The blood of William Marshall? Of my maker? Are you mad? This blood is the purest of all. My maker proffered it to me on the battlefield. I cannot hand it to you.
This is more important than the club, you or me. This is London's last hope.
I see. Well, in that case, given the gravity of the situation, I suppose I can spare you a drop.
Thank you, my lord.
If you manage to save this city, you'll prove yourself a veritable servant of the Crown. So Godspeed, Dr. Reed. Our fate lies wholly in your hands.
Why can't I forgive you, Father?
What has happened to the London I knew?
This is despicable. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Good evening.
I found your notebook. The one the guard of Priwen stole from you.
And you've brought it back to me. That's excellent news, Jonathan. Were you able to keep yourself from reading it?
Yes. I give it back to you untouched.
Then, my friend, you deserve a little something to reward your fortitude. Please, have this, with my gratitude.
What's in the notebook?
I can't answer you, Jonathan, since you chose not to open it.
Goodbye, sir. And
I rarely wander, yet it amuses me to converse with your kind. A red river, a song in the dark, the whispers of a song. So many signs to it.
The blend seems stable. Time to go and find Harriet in the sewers.